Ai. Päästään runouden äärelle. Ihanaa, että te olette täällä, koska mä oon nähnyt näitä esityksiä harjoituksessa ja nämä on todella hienoja.
Ehdottomasti. Tämän koko Maailmankylässä-festivaalin lauantain kruunaa Helsinki Poetry Connectionin lavarunoklubi. Helsinki Poetry Connection on Suomen tunnetuin lavarunotapahtumien järjestäjä, ja tämä klubi näyttää, että miltä kantaanottava runous kuulostaa just nyt.
Miten me voidaan edistää vapautta runouden avulla? No, pohditaan sitä kaikki tässä yhdessä, mutta ei hätää. Me ollaan hankittu tänne Iso-Britanniasta asti palkittu runoilija ja kirjailija Joelle Taylor sitä kanssamme sanallistamaan. Taylorin jälkeen me kuullaan vielä kahta avoimen haun kautta hakenutta esiintyjää. Argin Kubin on yksi heistä. Hän on lääkäri ammatiltaan ja titteliltään satojen tarinoiden kertoja. Hän on myös ollut Suomessa 7 kuukautta. Tämä on jossakin vaiheessa esitystä kenties relevanttia.
Ja puhuu aivan mielettömän hyvin suomea. I'm amazed ainakin.
Tätäpä juuri. Ja sitten meillä on toinen erittäin kouluttautunut runoilija Kuubasta, eli Daikel Arias Labato. Hän on juristi ja tulee esiintymään meille tänne nähtävästi erittäin koulutettujen runoilijoiden kerhoon. Klubin juontaa Helsinki Poetry Connectionin puheenjohtaja Vinski Valos. Tervetuloa, Vinski.
Tervetuloa.
Kiitos. Tervetuloa kaikki runoklubiin vapaudelle. Welcome everybody to Helsinki Poetry Connection's Poetry Club for Freedom. Let's give a big applause for everybody for turning up. Täällä on ollut ihana päivä keskusteluja ja puheenvuoroja. On kunnia saada huipentaa tämä Maailmankylässä-festivaalin lauantai-ilta lavarunoudella. It's been a wonderful day of discussions and talks on freedom, and it's such an honor for Helsinki Poetry Connection to culminate this evening with spoken word poetry. Lavarunous juontaa juurensa puhutusta runoudesta, ja pitkään se on ollut keino marginalisoiduille yhteisöille ja sellaisille ihmisille, jotka ei ole tavallisen julkaisutoiminnan piirissä, saada äänensä kuuluviin ja löytää yhteisö ja vapauttaa äänensä koko maailman kuuluviin. Spoken word poetry has been a way for marginalized communities to liberate their voice and get their stories heard, get their emotions heard, and create their own community and create a platform for themselves. And that is what Helsinki Poetry Connection also strives to do in Helsinki. We have been working towards a democratization of poetry and word art in Helsinki for 18 years, and today is a great event to continue that tradition. Spoken word is also a liberation of the word into the body. It is a liberation of the word into the audience and into the community from the written page. Eli täällä sana vapautuu kulkemaan kehon lävitse ja yleisön ja yhteisön lävitse. Tänään meillä on 3 esiintyjää, kuten Chike ja Sahra mainitsi. Meillä on ensin pääesiintyjänä Joelle Taylor, ja sen jälkeen lyhyemmät esitykset Argin Kubinilta ja Daikel Arias Labatolta. Annetaan suuret aplodit kaikille 3 esiintyjälle vielä. Joelle Taylor on tullut tänne Iso-Britanniasta asti. Hän on pitkän linjan lavarunotekijä, vaikuttava, voimakas esiintyjä, kehollinen esiintyjä ja on palkittu muun muassa T.S. Eliot Prizeilla kokoelmastaan C+NTO and Other Poems, ja on tällä tavalla näyttänyt suuntaa lavarunomaailmalle sekä Iso-Britanniassa että ympäri maailmaa. Hän on työläistaustaisesta perheestä ja on löytänyt lavarunouden maailman muun muassa punk-musiikin ja kirjastojen ja elokuvateattereiden kautta. Joelle Taylor is a long-time spoken word and poetry performer from the UK. She has won several awards for her poetry collections, performances, and recently has also published a novel. And she will give us a 25-minute set, and she is known for her powerful embodied performances on history, community, politics, and and so many other topics. Annetaan valtavan suuret helsinkiläiset tervetulotoivotukset Joelle Taylorille. Let's give a massive Helsinki welcome to Joelle Taylor.
Hello, thank you, darling. Hello, big up your Minsters. It's an absolute joy and a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much to Helsinki Poetry Connection, who have done such amazing work in this country and also have invited me several times over here. I've only got 25 minutes to change the world, but that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to be reading mainly from C+NTO and Other Poems, which is part memoir, part magic trick, and it's the story of myself and my friends through the 80s and 90s. I'm gay, by the way. I hide it well, I know. And if I just want to take you back a little bit. So go back in time to when I was a kid. In the 80s, in the UK, was a time of rampant homophobia. It wasn't even called homophobia back then, it was just the natural state of being. So you'd watch a television show with your family and it would be full of anti-gay jokes, you know, and you go to school and they'd be telling the same things. And it's like the kind of rage and anger towards gay people kept us locked in our bodies, if you imagine. Like, it was akin to being a paedophile, something like that. It was so horrific. But at the same time that you get great oppression, you also get great pushback. And for me, and many of my friends in the 80s, it was music that brought us together. And I always imagine it as, you know, I don't know how aware you are. Imagine it's in Finland. So you've got Helsinki, but most of the people are outside the capital city. They're outside of each other. They can't reach each other. And then this music comes, and it's like, I always think of it as like these great gold lammy geese rising from our terraced houses and flocking towards these spaces in which we belong. And as I grew up, I grew up ugly, and I grew up exiled. Those are the two things I take from my childhood and my teenage years. And so this book really is around that issue. It begins when a series of glass cases, vitrines, start to appear around London, around all the old spaces that we used to hang out. And in some of the vitrines, they're really big, and you have, you have the bombing of the Admiral Duncan in a homophobic attack. And in another one, you'd have other historical events that affected us in the UK, but that I was connected to in some way. I was either there or around the corner, or I knew people in it. And one of these vitrines, these glass cases, is this tiny snow globe. And inside it is an entire dive bar called the Maryville. So we're going to spend the next few minutes, 22 minutes in fact, in there. Yeah, let's just begin. If you can imagine what it was like the first time growing up with that feeling of ugly and exile, when you first walk into that space. And it's the volume of a door, which is not that much bigger than a book, between ugly and handsome, exiled and belonging. So let's go to the Maryville. Scene 1. Exterior, night. A main road in London. LX1. Street lamps watch a woman pass and text each other. FX1. The sound of a door opening into a chest cavity. A lone woman walks briskly, head down, holding invisible bouquets. Ahead of her is a hunched building with its hands in its pockets, bracketed by gossiping fairy lights. LX2. A neon sign flashes its pink dilate. Maryville, the sign says. The woman pushes open the door and enters her own body. At the bar, she orders a drink, and when it arrives, it is her breath. Music is playing. It's the sound of someone being listened to. She notices that she's sitting at every table. So when the woman asks her to dance, the whole of the past stands up to dance with her. The newspaper proprietor, the shop she worked in over Christmas, her classmates, her teachers, the street she grew up on, an adjacent town, her parents and grandparents, the kid who waited for her after school. The song ends, the world opens, Venus rises. Thank you. Come on, bit of effort, give it in. One. So this one, as I race through, is called Psalm, part of the homophobia, which is happily returning. Last night I was in Liverpool, or the night before I was in Liverpool, and I went to go on stage, and there was a picket outside who prevented the audience from getting in. And I was just going to say exactly what I'm saying tonight. So that shows you the right wing is rising very effectively. In this poem, it's called Psalm because the religious communities were part of our repression, so I'm using their language against them. This is about what it felt like to go into that space. Oh, Maryville, song of loose shirt, you button-down boy, you thick rod of irony. Oh, Maryville, you tights torn into choir, you sawn off miniskirt. Oh, Maryville, oh, swagger, oh, keychain and denim. I am plural. Oh, Maryville, we dress as our greatest fears. We dress as ourselves. Oh, Maryville, the etymology of dyke. So many holes to fill. I knew your mother. Saw them lower her body into her body. Saw how she became cenotaph. The neighborhood children left flowers at. Oh, Maryville, I remember your sister, how antelope she was, how she froze when she heard the first roar, how she fell into the O of the roar. Oh, Maryville, the antelopes are eating the antelopes. Oh, my Maryville, forgive us their trespasses. Let us walk alone at night, and let the night not follow us. Let us drink too much and awaken in each other's mouths. Let us be ugly. Let us unwash. Let us language. Let us pass the half-smoked cigarette. Let us leave our faces on the back seats of night buses. Let someone take a photograph not of us, but because of us. Let our limbs grow wild, our hair retreat, our hormonal seeds. Let our breasts, let them. Let us inherit each other's teeth, Keep us alive this death. Deliver us from ego. Keep us from prayer. For thine are the body, the birthing, and the burning forever and ever. Are you a man? Thank you. Having read that a few times, you know, when you say something, I realized I should have ended it with like, yay, men. I want to introduce you to some of my friends. Like I said, all the people in this book, all the dykes, the butch dykes, it's about the butch dyke. They're real people and they are dead. And I was propelled to write this book in kind of honoring of them, of these extraordinary, ordinary women who changed the world we lived in. So the first one's called Valentine. Not a real name. Valentine is what's called a stud, which is a black butch, and she was a leather queen, so she was dressed all in leather, little skinhead, and she also founded the Black Widows, which is basically leather dykes on bikes. Something for everyone. And she's the heartthrob of the book. So this is Valentine's intro poem. Born, right body, wrong day. Valentine flicks her lighter in the corner of the club and white women flutter. Tonight, she has dressed as the inside of a mouth, a hand-sewn suit excised from a cured night sky. Black leather has its own skincare routine. It listens to its mother. I've heard it said, some girls give birth to themselves on the backs of motorbikes. Invent the wind. Let the road uncurl from between their legs. The lemniscate motorway, something British and unbidden. I know why we're drawn to the corners. It's where the road cannot reach us. Every part of a woman is a weapon if you know how to hold her, Valentine says. The corner flicks a morse, and in the dark, white hearts beat like moths against a headlight. Thank you. This one is for Angel. Angel was like the youngest of us, and very violent. That's all I will say about it. And violence that comes from absolute fear. All violence comes from fear. And butches kind of learn to use their fists quite early. We're noticeable. When Angel looks in the mirror, it looks away first. Star fist, open jaw, how the shine becomes you, clean friend. Taller than yesterday's spine, and unraveling plot you, odd insistence. My king of the blue tattoo, eyebrow pinned Prince Butterfly. When you walked in the room, it became you. How you brought the silence in with you. How you brought the night to its knees. Back there, where the quiet ones go, and now the night won't stop texting. How many times have we walked home, you and I, only to find home walking softly behind us? I have seen you leap over language to push a man back inside himself, throw pint glasses like seeds, speak to every woman as if she were your mother. I have seen your fists sob. At the center of every boy is a bare room. And inside a swinging light bulb, a wire-thin girl dances, stays with you, even when you look away. Angels don't fall from heaven. They leave at closing time. Unscrew their fucks in the backs of black cabs, abandon their bodies beneath a girl, beneath a duvet, beneath the wet, dilated night, on fire. Thank you. Scattered applause, my very favorite. So now I'm going to do one longer poem. It's about 10 minutes. It's my final piece, and this is the one it's about me. So it's written. So the book's called C+NTO because it's written in cantos. You know what a canto is? Me neither. I've got no idea. And basically, I think of cantos like scenes in films. So like Dante's Inferno is made of cantos, tiny little poems that when you put them together make this one huge poem. So the book's called C+NTO because I was talking about women. And I've put in the beginning of the book that it's a Sicilian word. The BBC were like, oh. Right, so this is what life was like for me. Some girls fall from sunlit skies straight down into flat-pack floral dresses, grab their smiles from a hook behind the door, rescue their faces from riptides of mirrors. Some girls are always falling. Round 1. The body as battleground. You fall and miss your body entirely. Land somewhere in enemy territory behind the lines. Your body, a foreign country you cannot get a visa for. Your skin, a parachute caught in tree branches. You awaken in no man's land. Gunfire from over the horizon, and women are crucified on hashtags across the dark hills. Your trench is crowded with dead women, wearing faces that try to escape them, and the clothes of someone you once knew. There are landmines buried deep beneath your skin, and no one understands them. In between the battle cry and the bedroom is this sticky quiet, this no man's land, and this is where you live. Men explode when you least expect it. All these lifetimes searching for body. Round 2, the body as protest. Born backwards, bright back and wide skin, rolling cigarettes and shirt sleeves, skyline chin, Levi 501s curled up to cough lip, the same. White t-shirt so they can project themselves on you, tsunami quiff, and black boots whose roots spread and tangle through the center of the earth. You don't wear makeup to prove you have not made anything up. This is your face. Your father's friends gave it to you on Christmas Eve, 1973. On Christmas Eve, 1973, you unwrap it beneath a decorated tree from which the rest of your family hang. They sip cocktails as you slowly disappear, swaying gently to that wail of celebration, the harbinger of party. You cut your first suit from the thick silence when you enter a room. They call you Butch, the name derived from Butch Cassidy. You are the descendant of outlaws, irony incarnate, woman butchered, cut into select meats, middle distance stare, breast, shoulder, wild tongue. They fear you. Oi, boy, Butch Dyke. Diesel, female, sodomite, lady, faggot, bulldagger, queer pervert, gold star, silverback, stud, invert, kiki, shemale, drag clone, baby butch, tomboy, stone. But if you are a stone, you are a chip off the mountain, and you join an avalanche of wrong walking women, shaven heads like tumbling rocks. You keep them close, they are. Rosary. On the dance floor, we are tidal, heckle the night, passing nods between us, handshakes that stop our handshaking. We are untamed, a wilderness of women. We are waste ground. What a waste, love. Nothing grows on us, barren and sterile and unuseful female, empty as church pews. The wind rattles its fists inside our wombs. Come on then, snake boy. Come now, heretic healer. Where are the maths that solve us? How do we fit into your algebra, your binary code, our bodies? Our political placards. And we dance as demonstration of independence. We revolution in the living room, uprising in the public toilets, insurgency in the suburbs. Fear is a girl backing into her face. Is it not camp enough to be your best friend? Our closet, a strata of fossilized clothes, girl pal, is it not funny enough for your talk show, bruv? Or is it that a woman without makeup is a woman without a face? How were we to know that when we were cleansing, we were erasing our whole existence? Round 3, the body as trespass. Dyke, you are a trespasser in your own body. The landowners are men who pass by you in the street. In Accrington, cars stammer and words ejaculate through slit windows. Your mother's phone rings in the middle of the night. Shh, do you know about, shh, do you know about, yeah, shh, do you know about your daughter? 3 Pentecosts with Nazi insignia break into your home. God is an atheist who no longer believes in himself, and they unscrew the light bulb slowly, eyes fixed on the unmade-up girl, trembling defiance. They whisper a prayer for you to leave your family. You do. 13, and a man pulls you over the back seat of a bus and stubs his kiss out on your cheek slowly. A boxer's embrace, but he doesn't throw the punch. He posts it. You wait by letterboxes, flinch when it chatters, never answer the phone. In London, men cradle their fists like babies and watch as you walk past as if they are thin-ribbed cats in the undergrowth and you a small, shaven-headed bird. There's a reason that women are compared to birds, and it's got fuck all to do with wings. Some songs harden on the wind. Some girls are kept in gilded cages on suburban mantelpieces. 18, out clubbing with the crew, a baby butch in the abattoir of beauty, the quiver and frantic, white girls with bindies, white boys with dreadlocks, saris and docks, tribal tattoos. We are the modern primitives, wearing our heritage like red flags. And you dance as if you're, you dance as if you are, you dance as if, I don't know why I'm dancing, where's it gone? That's it. You dance as if you are stamping out flames, as if your boots are hammering in the last nails to the coffin of the old gods. Strangers hug and tell each other secrets. You are ecstatic. But then the light looks away. Skinny wolves separate you from the flock. The drugs no longer working as they you, aberration, and they must conquer what they cannot name. 23. And you finish rehearsals in the city with nowhere to sleep. So you wish the posh kids good night. And you walk, 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 and he finds you quickly. And when you come round, you are empty, and his eyes are full, and above you, twin gods. This is the first time you think you're going to be killed. And when you're not, it's a disappointment. The morning after pill is a communion wafer, and you are forgiven your trespasses. You learn quickly. Men are broken things, breaking things. Round 7. The body as uprising. Oh, you bayonet boys, you truncheon rub. My face doesn't fit my face, but your fist does. Years from now, no one will remember how we fought, how each bruised knuckle was a white boy's head bent in prayer. No one will remember the love, how alike it is to rage, how screams made corporeal are rainbows. How rainbows became corporate logos, or how we carved our epitaphs into a stone wall. No one will remember unpicking acronyms by candlelight. So fuck it. I'll be in the back bar of heaven. Kaz will be getting around in and releasing that laugh, wild birds escaping her mouth. And none of this will matter. I'll be riding the ghost roads with Valentine, bareback, knee clench on her Harley. I'll be scuffing the city with Dudzilly. Men will stare like open shaft mines. I'll be walking the white lines with Angel, tight mouth, antelope heart. B. Gittins, Terry O'Leary, Dixie Thomas, Sam Sylvan, Velda Lauder, Avi Cummins. I can't remember the names of all my dead friends, but they're here now. Our grief, a leather jacket, our laughter, static. As we fade to a sepia, the color of blood mixed to water, disappearing down a plug hole, much like the meeting of our legs. Remember this. My whole life is a protest. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Let's keep the applause going for Joelle Taylor. Kiitos, Joelle. Thank you. Toi esitys tuntuu vieläkin kehossa. Can still feel the listening experience in my body. But next, it is time to continue with the open call section of the evening. Seuraavaksi on vuorossa Helsinki Poetry Connectionin perinteinen avoimen haun osuus. Me halutaan antaa aina mahdollisuus uusille tekijöille ja uusille äänille. We always want to give a chance and an opportunity to new voices and new artists. Our first shorter performance in the open call section will be by Argin Kubin. Argin is a storyteller and a poet and explores the embodiment of words and stories in his texts. Argin Kubin tutkii esityksessään ja runoissaan sanojen ja tarinoiden kehollisuutta. Annetaan suuret aplodit Argin Kubinille. Big applause, Argin Kubin.
Kiitos Vinski, kiitos everyone. I'm really like Finnish English. Being here as someone who has been living in Finland for just 7 months is just incredible experience for me. Before I read my poem, I want to say something. Maybe some of you heard before this old Latin proverb, verba volant, scripta manent. In English, spoken words fly away, written ones remain. This proverb always, when I was living in Turkey, told and said to emphasize, to explain how important writing and recording everything. But over time, I started to think in another way. Spoken words fly away. They are free. Is it really difficult to control? And they move unpredictably across people, places, languages, generations. We all know that writing history is shaped by the ones in power. And one more time, I want to emphasize and underline the importance and the power of spoken word and storytelling. So today, I want to share with you one poem that I wrote in one of my darkest and coldest day of Finland, as I grew up in Mediterranean and south of Turkey. I read this poem in Finnish and first in Finnish, then in Turkish. And while I was reading in Turkish, I let my body to respond its echoes through expressive free movement. May our words fly freely. Kalvon kaltainen sumu verhoo ihon. Toivon laskos lymiää lihan lomassa. Pöhisevä puhe, liikkeen kutsu. Kajahtaa korvassa, kaikuna korvessa. Kierimaassa kaadu ja karhota verhot. Anna rikkakaskien verhota, niin kasva niistä viittasi. Kun uppoudut pöhinään tanssin ja tuulen, kuljet läpi kudotun verhon ja näet sen takaa auringon uuden alkun. Zardan ince bir sis örter teni. Umudun kıvrımı gizlenir etlerin arasında. Uğultulu çağrı, harekete davet, çınlar kulakta, tıpkı ormanda bir yankı gibi. Yuvarlan yerde, devril, dağıt gölgeleri. Bırak yabani otlar örtsün, büyüsün onlardan pelerin. Uğultuya, harekete ve dansa daldığında dokunursun örülü perdeye. Ve ardından yeni başlangıcı, güneşi görürsün. Kiitos, thank you, teşekkürler.
Kiitos Argin. Annetaan vielä isot aplodit Arginille. Ja nyt illan viimeinen esiintyjä, the last performer of the night is Daikel Arias Labato. Daikel is a Cuban poet who, in his work, examines identity, displacement, and the lived experience of freedom. And tonight he will have a trilingual performance in Spanish, Finnish, and English titled Un metro y medio, 1,5 metriä, 1.5 meters. Mutta ennen kuin Daikel tulee lavalle, tuodaan vielä 2 tuolia performanssia varten. Before Daikel arrives, we'll need 2 chairs for the performance. Ja nyt Daikel Arias Labato. Tervetuloa.
Manicero llegó. Caserita, no te acuestes a dormir sin comerte un cucurucho de maní. Hay palabras que llegan antes que nosotros. Hay palabras que necesitan conformarse con el tiempo. Quizás tú o yo, al venir de ese lugar distante, escondido en los ecos del tiempo, hay palabras que necesitan poco para expresarse. Vengo de un lugar pequeño y convulso, un lugar drenado por el tiempo, un lugar, quizás tú, quizás aquel, donde la familia se drenó, donde los héroes, donde el tiempo, donde todo parece un letargo. Vengo de un lugar pequeño, pero inmenso al mismo tiempo. Vengo de ese lugar especial, donde quizás esa palabra no tome lugar. Pero llegué a un mundo nuevo, un mundo perfecto, un mundo blanco, toda vez ordenado, toda vez exacto. Allí conocí esa palabra, la palabra que siempre conozco. Allí se presentó y me dijo: estoy aquí, conóceme. Pude palparla, pude tocarla, pude estar con ella. Increíble. Viajar al allende del mundo y conocerla. La palabra en sí. Cada noche llegaba sobre el retazo de mi cama, conversaba. Allí fue mi novia, sí. Jugábamos, conversábamos, decíamos cosas, quizás en el medio de aquel 1,5 metros de cama. Fui libre. Y la libertad a veces se va, pero siempre regresa. En la noche, todo. En el día, nada. La vida y el desborde del capricho. Allí fue mía. La fui perdiendo. se fue alejando. Allí regresó para encaprichar. ¿A dónde vas, libertad? Where are you going, freedom? Minute, va paus, va paus, va paus. Allí. Thank you so much. Kiitos kaikille. Muchas gracias. Anteeksi. Antecedent forgetting the first time for presentation. My name is Daikel. I come from Cuba. I think something special poet because I am a little bit crazy because who live is a madness. Mostly now in the process special, he live my country and my people. You know about Cuba, the reality of my country. It's a very complicated process, but I hope in the beginning come something good things for the people of my country. Thank you so much again.
Kiitos Daikel. Annetaan vielä suuret aplodit Daikelille ja myöskin Arginille ja Joelille. Tulkaa vielä lavalle. Come up on stage again, everybody. Kiitos. We have been Helsinki Poetry Connection, Joelle Taylor, Argin Kubin, and Daikel Arias Labato. And this has been Maailmankylässä Festival, World Village Festival, Day 1. It's going to continue tomorrow. So, see you here. Thank you.
Thank you.